have had their full lives, maybe as housewives, maybe as career women, but never really exercised, started with walking in Pinkathon and are now in their 60s and 70s, doing 100 kilometers and 50 kilometers. So we will have women like that even here at Pinkathon to inspire women everywhere and at any age to take up fitness and just discover a new life. And apart from these inspiring women, of course, we have the baby-wearing mothers, and we have one of our first baby-wearing mothers here, Rajeshwari, with her son stand up. He attended his first Pinkathon in a baby-wearing carrier with Rajeshwari in 2014. And now, of course, he's too old to be in Pinkathon. So now you can sit down. But it is fantastic, the kind of legacy that Pinkathon is creating, especially in communities like this. It has always been the intention of Pinkathon to spread the message that no woman should feel she is not part of this journey. That whatever your age, whatever your background, whatever your situation, wherever you come from, whoever you are, we welcome you to start taking your first steps towards health and fitness with Pinkathon and to become part of the community. So the panelists, the first group of panelists, which are the ultra distance, we're starting with 3, 5 and 10. The 3, 5 and 10 kilometers. We'd like to invite the panelists on stage, please. I don't know their names. Yes. Okay. 3 kilometers, the mascot, Zoha Sanofer. Hello. Hello. I've met you before. Yeah. So the 3 kilometer bib goes to the baby wearing mascot, as we mentioned earlier. So the baby wearing mothers are a big community that we like to encourage, because there is this belief that, when the child is born, the woman has to sit at home and 3 years of her life is just taking care of the baby. But we believe that the mother's health must not be neglected. In fact, we know that baby wearing, which is carrying the baby in a harness close to the body, really improves the bond between the mother and the child. It also encourages breastfeeding, which is also reducing the risk for breast cancer. It has innumerable benefits. So thank you very much. We want all women with newly born, and sometimes we have children that are as young as 20 days old participating with their mothers in Pinkathon. So we would like to encourage all women with new babies to bring their babies in their carriers, start practicing with the babies in the carriers, and participate in Pinkathon with us on the 2nd of August. The lifelong 5K mascot, Nandita Murlidhar. Hi, Nandita. Thank you so much for coming. And the 10K mascot, Gayatri M. Hello, Gayatri. So another community that is very close to our hearts and also participates in a very, very big way are the women with visual challenges. And I must tell you that Pinkathon has the world record for the largest number of women with visual impairment participating in a running event. So thank you very much for being here. You're very inspiring, and you're going to inspire a lot of women, not just women with visual impairment, but everybody. Because sometimes we think, that it's so difficult to start. There are so many challenges. But when you see somebody like Gayatri, you say, if she can do it, so can anybody can. In fact, in the Pinkathon in Delhi, we had our first visually challenged woman running 50 kilometers. And she promised that next time she's going to run 100. So you'll have a woman with visual impairment, almost completely blind, running 100 kilometers at Pinkathon. And of course, we have multiple relay teams of visually impaired women running in the relay, the 100-kilometer relay, where there are 4 members and each member runs 25 kilometers each. So if you know anyone who would like to participate in any of these distances, please be sure to let them know. And all the running groups, because Chennai has innumerable running groups in every single part of the city, we'd like them to know that they must send representatives from their teams, especially for these distances, to inspire all the women out there to do whatever they can and do it better. All right. What? Yes. Okay, big thank you also to our title sponsor Zydus. And to represent Zydus, we have Professor Dr. S. Rajasundaram, surgical oncologist with over 31 plus years of experience in advanced cancer surgery. Thank you so much, Doctor, for coming. Please join us on the panel. And we have also the founder of Invincible Women category, which is the ultra distance category, Ankita Kuar, who also happens to be my wife. And I'd like to invite her on stage. Please, Ankita is also an Ironman. And she just swam across the English Channel, just to let you know, as part of a relay team. And yeah, again, I think it's important that we talk about all these things because it just opens so many more doors and opportunities for women to believe that there is so much more that they can do with their lives. So thank you, Ankita Kaur, for joining us. All right. Yeah. I'd like to now invite Dr. Rajasundaram. Is it Dr. Rajasundaram or Dr. Raja Sundaram? Rajasundaram. Dr. Rajasundaram to say a few words about the association. You can use the mic if you like on the table. A little bit about why the Pinkathon is a good association for Zydus, and also why you think that it's important for women to actively take care of their health.
Good evening, Ms. Milind, Ankita, and all the dignitaries and the Chennai champs, the running champs for Pinkathon. And it's been a wonderful journey for me to be associated with most of the breast cancer awareness program. I fondly remember that I had shared a stage with Mr. Milind maybe 12 years back for the same cause, breast cancer awareness. Thinking back about 20 years, the breast cancer awareness was not that great. And now the breast cancer awareness has really improved, and most of the urban populations, they are well aware of breast cancer. And I think it's really important to know about breast cancer. We really thank every one of you in Pinkathon, participating in Pinkathon and creating the awareness and creating a good cause for the society. So I'll tell you a few examples how early detection can help. So early detection means like any women who's having no symptoms, they come for screening mammogram. So when you detect a cancer, the screening mammogram, there is no palpable lump or anything. Then you detect, and then you detect 4 millimeter, 6 millimeter tumor, and then you biopsy it, and then it comes as positive for cancer. Then the treatment options are very simple. Small surgery, there is no role for chemotherapy, radiotherapy, hormone therapy, I mean maybe sometimes hormone therapy. So we have, for breast cancer, we have surgery as a major treatment, and we have chemotherapy, radiotherapy, targeted therapy, and hormone therapy, and nowadays immunotherapy. But this, when you detect early, so early, you can avoid all the other treatment. So the body image is preserved, we can conserve the breast, we don't have to do mastectomies, we don't have to remove the entire breast, and we can do breast conservative surgery even if the tumor is around 2 centimeter, 3 centimeter, do a small flap, and you give the good breast image. And that gives the women the good image about the entire lifestyle. I mean, that's very, very important. Body image is very, very important for every woman. And the same scenario, if it is the early breast cancer, then we give chemotherapy, make the tumor shrink a bit, and then again we conserve the breast, and we give radiotherapy, all that. But still, these patients, when the mammogram detected breast cancer patient, they live for 100% for full course of life. There is no chance of death because of breast cancer. And if it is early detection, very early detection, and probably the 5-year survivals are more than 98 to 99%. Imagine those days where we used to talk about 30%, 40% of survival rate in breast cancer. The same scenario, the patient neglects, and then for various reasons, it may be awareness, it may be ignorance, maybe social pressure, for various reasons. And if they come late, so what happens is when they come in stage 4, though we have to start with the reverse order of treatment. We'll have to start with target therapy, chemotherapy, and then go for immunotherapy, then go for surgery if at all if it is necessary. So the entire thing is reversed, and the survival rate is also reduced to less than 50%. Again, the cost goes up. So the importance is we have to detect early, and we have to detect before it is palpable. And if you detect that early, then probably this is very, very simple disease to cure. You don't have to really get worried about anything. So I think I'll try to give a message. I request Dr. Deepa, my colleague, breast specialist, to give the campaign what the Zydus is trying to promote.
So, very good evening. During the pandemic, we decided, we saw our ambassadors across the country doing amazing things, you know. We have always had this run called Spirit of Pinkathon, where women ran from one city to the other, and I have been part of those runs as well. And for 10 years, or over a decade that I have been associated with Pinkathon, I have learned so much from the people of Pinkathon, from the ladies of Pinkathon. And the way it has changed my life, we can all see it. And so I decided that why not give a platform to the women to do more. Women of Pinkathon, when they start with 3 kilometers, 5 kilometers, and they slowly go to 10 kilometers, and then you see them in different marathons, different half marathons, running across the country, sometimes even worldwide. That's when we realized that, oh, maybe we can create something, a platform even more bigger than Pinkathon, and they can participate in 50 kilometers, 75 kilometers, and 100 kilometers. So the first edition, we had such an amazing response from the people, from the women of Mumbai. So we decided to continue with it, and now we have successfully done it in Bangalore, in Hyderabad, in Pune, in Delhi, and now we have come to Chennai. And so incredible to see, we already have 3 mascots here, and I'm guessing and hoping that we will have much more participation, and this is just a start. And as people see these amazing successful stories, we have Lata running with us 100 kilometers, and she has already done it twice in different cities. We have Deborah here, who has done the 50 kilometers in Delhi, in the heat of Delhi. And then we have Geeta here, who will be doing 50 kilometers. So I hope that they inspire you to do much more and understand the power within you and embrace it and not shy away from it. And once you understand the power, not go away from it. So I would like all of them to speak, and thank you so much for being here with us today. And I hope that you spread this message everywhere, and more women get inspired and explore more about themselves. Thank you.
So our mascot for the fabulous 50K, Geeta Manichander, who started running only 2 years ago. Wow. Wow. And I met you at another event just, a few months ago?
அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு தாட் இருந்துச்சு முன்னாடி, நடக்கிறதுக்கு ரொம்ப கஷ்டப்படுங்க அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி. அதை பார்த்து நிறைய பேர் என்னை பார்த்து இன்னும் நிறைய பேர் ஓடணும் அப்படிங்கிறது வந்து என்னுடைய தாட். அது மாதிரி நிறைய பேர் ஓடணும் அப்படின்னு யோசித்தேன்.
I don't speak Tamil, but I'm assuming you said lots of nice things about us. But thank you very much, Gayatri. And just to let you know that she's a football player. And she also she balances fitness, work and family. So just to let you know, it's not that she has nothing to do and she just goes and runs. She has a full life and is still participating in sports, has been part of the relay team in Bangalore, and is going to run now solo in Chennai. Thank you so much, Gayatri. Thank you. We also have a special medal for the visually impaired participants. And we've had this right from the beginning. It's a medal in Braille. And Braille, as we know, is the language of touch, which they can feel and read. And it says, I ran Pinkathon in one side, and the other side it says, I inspire. And I think Pinkathon is probably one of the first events to create a Braille medal, especially for the visually impaired, and also their guides, because every visually impaired runner runs with a guide. And this is also an appeal to runners in Chennai. If they would like to help at the Pinkathon, they can choose to run as guides, as allies with the visually impaired girls. So please spread the message as well amongst all the running groups. Thank you. Thank you, Gayatri. Yeah. There's also another very special medal that we give out every edition of Pinkathon, and this has also been from the beginning. It's a little doll, and the doll is called the Tsunamika. And of course, in Chennai, we all know about the tsunami, which happened many, many years ago now, but we still remember it. And there were many, many women who lost their livelihood. They lost everything during that time. And they got back to regular life by creating, a lot of them, by making this doll called the Tsunamika. So the Tsunamika is actually a symbol of grit and determination and the fact that you can overcome any obstacle if you try hard and you believe. So this medal is given to every single participant to help them remember the strengths that each one of us possess. So it's of course a little doll which is handmade by these women in Oroville, and it wears a medal that says, "I am a finisher." So this will be given to every single participant. The next mascot, the lifelong 5K mascot, Nandita Murlidhar. Thank you very much. I must say that your age is 64 because people do get inspired by that. You don't look 64. But she's a nutrition and dietetics graduate with an army background, dedicated to serving and supporting others. And I must say that this is very important because I meet a lot of people everywhere who dedicate their life to supporting others but completely forget about themselves. I meet a lot of people like that, oh no, we are working very hard for other people, but they completely neglect their own health, not only physical health, but also mental well-being. So that is also not a good thing. We must always, personal health is always first before you do anything. And that is going to help you to do things even for other people even better. Like we've also speak about this, that women usually say that, we want to give. And women are taught this and they're brought up like that. We want to give and give and give. Everything is about giving. And we say that if you want to give 100%, then you must be 100%. Otherwise, you are doing na-insafi. You are giving only 20% because you have kept yourself 20%. So it is very important to take care of your own health, be fit, so you can do more at whatever you want to do. So, Nandita, thank you very much for coming. And she's also a 2-time cancer survivor. And now you guide newly diagnosed patients as a patient navigator. You have participated in the Pinkathon Cancer Shadow Walk 3 times, and now finally, you're participating in the main Pinkathon event. Thank you so much for coming, and do let us know about your journey.
So my main thing again is like what Doctor said, early detection and awareness is something now I go about, I'm wholehearted about that. I go around talking about it and conducting awareness campaigns. And also, like you said, in our clinic, in the clinic, my doctor's clinic, we have all the newly detected, newly diagnosed patients. We sort of handhold them through that initial state of shock that they have. Because the first thing is, you hear cancer and you think that's the end. So just by being in front of them, you say, see, we've been through it, relax, you too shall go through it, this too shall pass. Basically, that is the main thing that we tell them, that it will pass, don't worry, it's a roller coaster ride. It is tough because the chemotherapy is pretty tough, but you too shall get through it. And there's so many of them who are actually runners now, and there will be many of them joining again on 2nd. They're all going to come from the clinic. So basically the thing is, early detection is the answer. Cancer is curable. I'm there, I've been through it twice. Yes, it is tough, but cancer is curable. Look after yourself, like he said. Health is the answer. Health and fitness is the answer to that. You have to be in proper health in order to be able to look after yourselves. And what better way than to run? My doctor also says that strengthening exercise is not just running, strengthening exercise is also important. So basically, that's the thing. Just look after yourselves. Don't get scared. Get yourself checked. If you find